How's it going, guys? Roast Tay here, bringing you another video, and if I sound snotty, it's because I am currently ill. So if I sneeze or anything, I will try to cut it out, but I ain't promising nothing. But today I am talking to you about my Iron Thorns and Dragapult deck. I saw this in the Gigant, or whatever you pronounce it, regional, and I thought it was such a cool deck, so I had to build one what I like the look of, just to, you know, test it out and see how it does. So, in my list, I have gone for a very simple little package. I've gone for a 4 off Iron Hands because I really want to start the Iron Hands going second, so we can hit the TM Evo to go into the Drakloaks to really sell up. So if we literally hit a Earthen and a Iron Thorns energy in hand, we are off to the races with this deck. So from there we run the 4-3-3 line of Dragapult and one Radiant Alakazam, because Alakazam, just to allow maths to work out by moving stuff around to annihilate benches and do all stuff like that, it's great. That's the Pokemon lineup. From there we have basically consistency engine to the nuts. I've got 3 Ultra Ball, 2 Buddy-Buddy Poffin, 1 Heavy Ball and 2 Nest Ball. I just want this deck to be as consistent as humanly possible. I just want to see the perfect opening setup, what I can get, just so I know this deck works. We also have 2 rare candies, just in case we need to pull off the Earthen Rare Candy Dragapult for the Sparkling Crystal or Sparkling Crystal play, so we can attach 1 energy, get the Dragapult going nice and early. Certain matchups that really does help. We run 2 Switch just so we don't get stuck in the active, because that can happen. 1 Earthen Vessel just to try and guarantee us energy. We also run the Future Booster Capsule. Since we have such a heavy Earthen line, being able to get our Iron Thorns to have free retreat is amazing. We run 1 Iono just for a little bit of hand disruption. 2 Night Stretchers to get our energy back if we need them. 1 Super Rod just to get a combination of the Pokemon energy, what we need. I said we run the 2 Technical Machine Evolutions. Now here comes the weird bit. We want 3 Crispin in this deck. Yeah, that's a lot of Crispin, I know, but you'll be surprised how much synergy the Crispin has with everything else in the deck, so it's such a good grab. We run 4 Earthen, 2 Boss, 1 Escape Board just to get out, and run 4 Pokegear just to be able to get through our deck as much as possible. And the energy count is pretty simple. It's 3 Fire, 3 Psychic, 3 Lightning. Not too much more than that. It's a really, really basic deck, but it works so well. So I'm now going to go into the gameplay, show you how it does, and, you know, be a bit spicy. We are literally going against a very good deck here called of Ceruledge. Ceruledge is arguably one of the shining stars of this set. I really didn't rate the cards to begin with, but a lot of decks and people seem to be leaning towards it, and I can see why. As you can see, we have a mulligan hand here. What's not brilliant, but we give our opponent a couple of mulligans. But we do start the Iron Thorns. We have the technical Evo in hand and an energy. So if we can find an Earthen here to get the Buddy-Buddy Poffin, we could be really off to the races. But we do have a Nest Ball just in case we don't find it. They start on their Radiant Greninja and the Fez. Squawkabilly, I don't think they noticed the Iron Thorns, so I don't know why they would have got rid, chose the Squawkabilly here, especially since it's got weakness. So they are bending their energy very quickly, what we expect to see with this deck. But we are looking like we should be able to set up quite comfortably here. They play the Carmine. Well, got rid of 2 Ceruledges, but that means they're quite safe in their discards, as they can play Night Stretcher to get them out. So that, to me, is a very good play. They get the fire energy down. What I would love to be able to do here is knock that out, but that doesn't matter. But we hit the Earthen. Earthen will get us the Buddy-Buddy Poffin we need. And a spare tool. So I'll just go for the Future Boost Capsule here, just to thin out the deck. We go grab the 2 Dreepy, we attach a fire energy. Get the Technical Machine on. Next turn we also have a Crispin ready. If this Iron Thorns doesn't get knocked out, 3 card hand is a very low possibility that it will get knocked out, we have a lot of chances to basically Crispin, get the Iron Thorns going, moving energy back. But they did find the evolution, and they did have research in hand, so that does happen. From there, we're not looking too clever, but we do still have a lot on board what we can work with. Just checking their discard. I am playing this in double speed just to hopefully speed up the gameplay, because they were taking a little while between decisions. What's fair enough, like this deck does have a lot of moving components. I'm just wondering if they're trying to find more energy to be able to discard. They grabbed aluminium, thinking that, you know, I'm probably going to be retreating the Iron Thorns this turn. What is perfectly acceptable. With this deck, we are okay to go down the prize, but we definitely go for the Iron Thorns into the active. Put a future boost capsule on it. We know we're going to be losing it. What is fine, but it does thin it out of our hand and out of the deck. We grabbed the gear ready for next turn. We know we're using Crispin this turn, so we grabbed the lightning energy, what we need, and a psychic. Psychic goes into our hand, lightning straight to the Iron Thorns. Then we attach the extra energy. I like trying to get one of each, because then it gives me an opportunity to sort of make a choice of what I want to put out. Plus, if we hit Night Stretcher, also opens up the opportunity to do Night Stretcher shenanigans and go grab an energy. Just basically means we have more outs to everything else what's going on. And so we swing for 160 with the Radiant Alakazam on the field. It means we can move sort of like 2 damage counters to the other Cerulean Charcadet on the bench to try and open up a nice free price turn here. They evolve it, so that sort of destroys that plan. So we thought we could take a free price turn here. They Carmine, draw some more cards, get rid of a lot more energy, but there's a Fan Rodent and then another Charcadet. So we still have the opportunity for a free price turn here. What will put us ahead in the prize trade. They have 4 cards in hand, so we do have the opportunity. So we promote the Iron Thorns because, well, we have free retreat with it, with the future booster capsule in the discard in the hand. Okay, so we use our first recon directive, what gets us an Iron Thorns. We use the second to go grab ourselves a Dragapult. Here we can go for the Arven. I feel like the Arven's the best play here because it opens up the opportunity to use the Sparkling Crystal and lets us keep up as much energy in our deck as possible, and opens up the opportunity for Crispin next turn. Plus, we can also attach an energy this turn without needing to really concern ourselves. Basically, setting more up next turn just in case we get Ionode or something along those lines. So we are expecting an Ionode here. So Painful Spoons, moves the damage over to the Charcadet. We take the knockout on the active, and we plop down the 60, taking a nice free price turn. What has really swung the balance into our favour, because it does take a lot for them to get up to the numbers to knock us out. They need pretty much all our energy in the bin. But I do think they find it here. But with only 6 cards left in deck, we can just sort of be annoying and try to feed them single prizes for a little while. Now they're down to 3 cards in deck, so we do start leaning into that plan. 1 card left in deck. Okay, so they can now take the knockout, what is really frustrating, and leaves them 2 prizes left to take. So from here, I'm sort of like, we can try to deck them out. What I think might be the play, so we promote the Drakloak. From there, we definitely go find the Night Stretcher. Go grab another Dragapult. I was debating the attack, I must admit, until I saw the route that they only had 1 card left in deck. So if we promote the Alakazam, they have to find boss, Well, a lot of the times, this deck doesn't really run a huge amount of boss options. So we can then win next turn. Say we'd have to iron ourselves down to 2, and then that opens us up the opportunity to do some true shenanigans. And they can see because they realise that I've won by deck X and got the boss to win. This deck is generally fire. I really enjoy it, and I think it's really strong going into the current meta, especially with how many abilities about like Lugia. It's an instant win because you just start the Iron Thorns and don't do anything else. It's pretty much that's all she wrote. Regidrago, same sort of situation. You can get a lot further ahead than they can before you start dealing damage. Really cool deck. So if you guys enjoyed this, the deck list will be in the description as always. But for now, I'll catch all you fine ass beautiful people later. Peace out, guys. Bye.